Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the AUG submachine gun in the game. So this is the first SMG that you get, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have had experience with this weapon. And if you guys look at the attachments down in the bottom left corner, for our stats, we are going to be buffing everything. There is nothing that is being hurt. The only thing that doesn't change is our fire rate, which I think is fine with the AUG anyways. My main focus with this class setup was upping our damage and our mobility. I wanted to be quick with this gun. Obviously it's an SMG and it's got pretty decent accuracy, so I didn't really need to focus on that. We obviously just want to be quick with this thing and try to get into spawns as quick as possible, so our mobility, our control, and our damage is buffed the most. We've got a nice little range buff and a nice little accuracy buff as well, and again the fire rate is up just a tiny bit, but not really anything to make a difference. It really doesn't matter too much. But as you guys will see, we're not going to be running a muzzle, a barrel, or a laser with this thing. The first attachment we're going to be running is the GI Mini Reflex. Now you don't need to run a reflex on this gun. If you like the iron sight, you can actually sub it out for something else. If you're going to be playing game modes where you're really aggressive, you can run a laser. You guys know I don't really like using the laser because it gives away my spot, but if you get in a lot of close quarters gunfights with this gun, the laser will come in clutch. You can get a lot of hip fire kills. It'll be nice, but you can also run something like a barrel if you want to up some of your stats. You can definitely up your range and your accuracy with some of these, but we're not going to be using any of those. The GI Mini Reflex is what we're rolling with on this setup. Stock wise, we're going to be using the Forged Tac CQB comb. So if you look at the stats on this one focuses on mobility and control. We lose a little bit of accuracy from this, but again, my main focus was getting mobility up, so we're using this one specifically for the mobility and the control. If you want, you can run the FFS Heavy Stock Pro. That'll give you accuracy instead of mobility, but for this class setup, we want to be aggressive. We want to do really well with the gun, so we're getting our mobility up with this as well as a little bit of control. Underbarrel, we're going to be running tactical foregrip. You guys will see this will buff our control significantly. We do take down our mobility a tiny bit, and we get a little bit of accuracy and a little bit of range from it, so I think this is a good one to buff our control. We're not going to be running any extra ammunition. I don't think we need to. I think this weapon is fine off without any. For the rear grip, we're using stippled grip tape. This is again going to buff our mobility. It's going to take our control down just a little bit and buff our accuracy a tiny bit as well. But it's a pretty good attachment. Stippled grip tape, you gotta love it. Aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed are always really good things to have. So mobility is buffed on that one. And then finally, the perk that we're running is the FMJ perk. This is gonna buff our damage through walls, which we're gonna need because we're gonna be playing really aggressive with this SMG. So we're probably gonna get a lot of situations where we gotta shoot through walls or shoot through doorways or doors, and it's gonna be nice to have that. So as you'll see again in the bottom left, we buffed literally everything except our fire rate, so this is a pretty decent setup and I've had a lot of success with it. I think you guys will as well. If you guys look at our secondary, we're going to be using the the Desert Eagle, not the Golden Desert Eagle, the GS, which is really powerful. We don't need a shotgun because we do have that SMG, so we are going to be able to compete in close quarters gunfights. We just need a secondary in case, you know, we run out of ammo and we need to switch to a sidearm really quick. So we're going to be running the Desert Eagle. Perk wise, the first one we're going to be running is double time, and obviously the reason for that is because we're going to double the duration of our tactical sprint. And what's nice about this is it increases your crouch movement speed by 30%, which I think a lot of people look past. It's nice to be able to have that because when you're crouched and you're moving really slow, if someone's really close to you, there's a good chance that they can just kind of jump out of your line of sight and make it difficult for you to get them. But if you can move 30% quicker while you're crouched, it's going to come in clutch. So double time is a really good perk to be running with this one, not only just this gun in this class, but with a lot of the SMGs. Our second perk, we're going to be running Ghost. We're going to be in spawns a lot. We're going to be really aggressive, so we want to make sure that we're staying off the radar and don't get caught when we're sneaking behind people if we're trying to hit a flank. And then our third perk, we're going to be running Battle Hardened. Obviously, this is, again, another side effect of being really aggressive. We want to reduce the strength of enemy flash stuns and EMPs so that when we are running into spawns and we're getting hit with those, it's not really going to affect us too much. So these are the three perks that we're going to be running with this class setup. The lethal, we're going to be running a Simtex because we're going to be in a lot of those close quarter situations, so having a Simtex over a frag is going to be clutch. We can stick people, we can throw it in a specific area. It's nice, it'll blow up quick. And then we're going to be using a stun grenade. I prefer this over the flash when I'm using SMGs because I'm in spawns. I want to slow people down and kind of give myself the ability to get multi-kills. So using a stun grenade with SMGs works really well, and they come out a lot quicker and do really well. So using the stun grenade, and then we're using dead silence as our field upgrade because we are going to be in spawns a lot. So if we use dead silence, it'll allow us to get there quicker and be quiet, so we can do a lot of flanking and sneak up behind people with this thing. Again, this gun is fairly accurate. I've had a lot of fun using it. I think it's a pretty good SMG, especially for the first one that you get. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this class setup, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.